What's up guys, my name is Ace, and today we're going to be looking at movement speed in Black Ops 4, as well as some techniques to get you around the map just a little bit faster than you normally can. This is going to be a super quick video, but first up, let's just look at the standard sprint speed. This is with an SMG. Keep in mind this scales depending on the guns that you're using, but for my tests, I use an SMG just as the baseline. Now, I tried a wide variety of techniques as well as different perks in order to try and get across this distance faster, and I measured them all very carefully, and I'm going to be sharing all the important results with you guys today. So first up, the obvious choice for getting around the map faster, this is the lightweight perk. The lightweight perk is actually quite a bit slower than we're normally used to with Call of Duty. In previous Call of Duty games, generally lightweight will give you a roughly 7% increase to your sprint speed, and in some of those Call of Duty games, it would even go up as high as 10%. But in Black Ops 4, we only get a roughly 4.5% increase to our movement speed when using lightweight. Now that was the obvious one because that's a perk and that's right in the perk description. What about various techniques that you can use in order to try and get around the map a little bit faster? Most notably, sliding. The very first thing I tested was just the standard sliding. You just kind of run, slide, run, slide, run, slide all the way across there. It turns out this actually slows you down a little bit over the course of this distance, and that's simply because there is a slight recovery time between each one of the slides, and also there is sort of a stamina when it comes to your sliding, and if you slide too much too fast, you'll end up losing that slide momentum for each subsequent slide. So straight up sliding is not a good way to go around the map. I see a lot of people trying that at the beginning of the game. I even tried sliding and then throwing in a YY cancel, or a triangle, a weapon swap cancel essentially at the end of it, because in some previous Call of Duty games like Black Ops 3, that would actually help a little bit. Turns out it doesn't do anything for you in Black Ops 4, so standard slides, those are out. Those don't help you move any faster. The next thing I tried is a combination of jumps and slides. So first I tried a simple slide jump. This is what worked in Infinite Warfare quite well. You could slide and then jump out of your slide, and it would counter any sort of animation that slowed you down as you came out of your slide. Turns out that also didn't work. It made you actually slightly slower than standard sprinting. But after that, I tried jumping into a slide and then jumping out of a slide. So it's a jump, land in a slide, jump out of the slide. And it turns out this will actually get you around the map about 3% faster, and this is without having to use any sort of perks or anything like that. So this right here is just an excellent thing you can implement into your opening routes or any situation where you have a longer distance to cover. The jump, slide, jump technique is the way to go for this. Now we can make this even better. If you have the Dexterity perk, this one allows you to slide for longer distances, and it also gives you better slide recovery, which will allow you to perform this jump, slide, jump technique just a little bit faster, and you'll actually be able to get around the map roughly 8% faster than you could with standard sprinting. So it turns out lightweight is actually not the best perk for getting around the map quickly. You're better off running Dexterity and using the jump, slide, jump technique. Now what if you combine the two? This is the absolute pinnacle to movement speed aside from using a grapple or using a certain glitch that is currently out there, which I hope will be patched soon. I'm sure it'll be patched very soon, but I'm not going to go into any details on that. But as it is right now, the fastest way to get around the map that I'm aware of, at least, after a bunch of testing that I did, keep in mind I didn't mention everything I tested. I tested quite a few different techniques. This is combining Dexterity and lightweight, as well as the jump, slide, jump technique. This will get you around the map roughly 10% faster, which is quite noticeable, especially in an opening route. It allows you to get to those power positions sooner than people would normally expect you to get there, and you might be able to beat some people to those power positions. And just in general, even though these numbers seem very small, like 3% or 10% for instance, these numbers over a distance are actually quite noticeable, and they will make a difference in a game like Call of Duty. But with that, that's going to wrap it up for today's super quick video on the fastest methods I was able to find for getting around the map a little bit faster in Black Ops 4. Like I said, you don't need to change your class setups at all. You don't even need any perks. If you want to get around the map roughly 3% faster than you already do without having to change up your classes, all you have to do is throw in a jump, land into a slide, and then jump out of the slide, and that'll get you around just a little bit faster. Of course, if you want to go bigger, then you can start implementing the lightweight perk as well as a Dexterity perk to get that extra boost. Of course, I'd like to know in the comment section below, do you guys have any other techniques for getting around the map faster that aren't bugs or glitches? And second, what do you guys think of the fact that they've essentially nerfed lightweight this time around and it's not nearly as powerful as we're used to in Call of Duty? If you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always appreciated, and don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys next time. Yeah.